Hi guys, it's Annah again here with fresh new vibes as always. So as you can see, today I'm doing a totally different video. So as most of you know, I've been working with one immigration company in Dubai, and we deal with Poland migration. So we have Poland jobs, and today I'm going to tell you about the process of how it happens with our steps, how it happens with us step by step. So before we go into the video, I want to thank all of you for visiting this channel. If you're new here, welcome, and if you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much for always being here and supporting us. So getting down to this video, let's begin. Welcome back guys. So I'm going to begin with the jobs. So the jobs that we have are unskilled labor jobs. This means we have jobs in warehouse and meat processing factory. Also we have jobs for hospitality. So I'm going to read them out. So we have manual packing jobs, we have package handlers, package scanners, butchers, waiter, chef, and cleaners. So in this category, the only job that needs experience is the chef, because you just can't get in a kitchen and start cooking. Yeah, we are dealing with a big hotel here. So the only job that needs experience here is the chef. All the other jobs don't need experience. Then going down, we have the benefits of applying with our company. So first, the company provides accommodation, the company provides transport, the company provides health insurance, and the company provides one meal during working hours. Okay, so that means you don't have to worry about what you eat during the working hours. And at the accommodation, you can cook anytime. And also please note that the accommodation is shared accommodation. You just don't expect to go and stay alone in one big room, no. This is shared accommodation. You share with 4 or 6 people. Then the work permit that we are going to provide for you, it's a 3 years work permit. That means you can work in Poland for 3 years. The contract is 1 year renewable, and you can work in Poland for 3 years. Yeah. Also, with the company, you're going to get a TRC within 3 to 6 months of being with the company. The reason is because some people start working with the company and they get lost in the process. So after they get their TRC, they run away. So to avoid all this, the company is going to provide the TRC in a period of 3 to 6 months of being with the company. Also, the type of visa that we are going to apply for you in this case, because you're going to work in Poland, it's a type D national type D visa, which is more than 90 days visa, and 90 to 9 months visa, but not more than 1 year. That means you can with this visa, this is a Schengen visa actually, so you can move around the European Union countries, but you can only work in Poland because you have a Polish work permit. I hope we are clear up to that point, right? Okay, if you have questions, you can ask on the comment section. Okay, moving on. This is a bit better. So moving on the benefits, so the salary is 19 to 23 zloty per hour. So the Polish currency is not euros. The Polish currency is called PLN or zloty. So the salary per hour is 19 to 23 zloty per hour, and you work for 8 to 12 hours. So it will depend on which section you are going to be in. So there's one, you can be in a section that works for 8 hours, you can be in a section that works for 12 hours, and also you have you can work overtime to earn yourself more money. So also the other categories, also in the line of process, you can be working in one section that works for 5 or 6 days. So it will depend. So you should be ready to work for 5 or 6 days, okay, with 1 or 2 days off. Okay, so I'm going to list for you the documents that will come from employer side. That is the documents that we are going to provide for you. The documents are as follows. We're going to give you offer letter, work permit, mandate to contract, employment letter, accommodation letter, and invitation letter. These 6 documents you're going to present at the embassy as documents coming from the employer's side. Okay, so moving on to the next, I get questions, people asking how long is the process. So the processing time depends on the location you are applying from. Like someone who is in UAE, their processing time can never be the same with someone in Qatar or someone in Kuwait. In UAE, in our case, UAE takes the longest because you know, the embassy uses electronic draw to select someone for the interview. So in our case, we have had people who gotten their interview dates at 3 months, some at 1 month, some of them at 6 months. It's different for everyone, so we don't have a defined timeline, but for other countries we give a timeline of 6 to 8 months, because it doesn't take as long like UAE. For UAE, we have had cases of people getting their visas at 6 months, some at 8 months, some at 1 year, and some at 1 year and some months. So it all depends on the dates, on when the embassy will give the interview dates, which doesn't come from our side. Our only job here is to help you through the process and guide you and give you the documents needed to present the embassy coming from the employer side. But concerning the interview dates and the visa grant, that does not come from us at all. Okay, so the required documents to begin the process with our office are passport, CV, and ID. It can be a residence card if you're in a foreign country, and if you're in your home country, your national ID. So there's a list of documents that you're supposed to provide at the embassy during the interview. One is original copies of your passport and ID, original passport and ID, and photocopies of your passport and ID. You're going to need a travel insurance. For those who are inside Africa, in most cases, you're going to need a medical report. One major thing is a bank statement. In this case, if I'm talking to people who are in Kenya, you're going to need 200,000 to 300,000 bank statement. That will be for a period of 3 to 6 months. So when they do their mathematics, they should see that, like, in the past 3 to 6 months, your account has had 200 to 300,000, and they should see a closing balance of 100,000 to 120, not more than that. Okay, adding on the documents that you're supposed to present at the embassy are the documents that are going to come from our side, plus the visa application form. You're going to need a dummy ticket or flight, guys. You're going to need a dummy ticket or flight reservation for a round trip to and from. You're going to need a police clearance, that's a must. You're going to need visa fee. Visa fee, that's embassy fee, which is 80 euros in all embassies. Okay, so you're also going to need 4 passport size photos with white background. You're going to need a statement of purpose of a statement of purpose explaining the nature of work. You're also going to need pay slips or a salary certificate. This is going to come from your employer. It's a document to state that employee so and so has been our employee since a period of this time, and we have been paying them this much. Yeah, that's a document to show that you have been their employee and they have been paying you a certain amount in maybe a deposit in the bank, or maybe giving you in cash. Also, for those who are in Africa, this applies to you mostly. So at the embassy, most people get rejections because you have not provided enough information to show the embassy that you're going to return to your home country. So in this case, you should provide documents that show social ties. In this case, I'm talking about land agreements or title deeds. We're talking about logbooks if you have a car. We're talking about birth certificates if you have kids. Marriage certificate if you have a wife, if you're married. So you should at least provide these documents to add more weight in your case at the embassy, okay? Then we have affidavit or oath notarization. This document you get from an advocate or a lawyer. This is a government document to show that you have sworn that you're going to come back after working in Poland. The next one is recommendation from previous employer if you've worked abroad before, and previous payslips if they are available. I hope you're together up to that point. If you have questions, please comment down on this video, okay? And please don't forget to share, like, and subscribe. And if we are together up to that point, thank you so much for stopping by and moving on with me. So as we move on, so guys, I'm going to give now a breakdown step by step on how the process happens. So once you begin the process, you begin by submitting a copy of your passport, CV, and ID. So in this case, we have a processing fee, and this is where you pay your first installment. So the first installment is 3,150 dirhams, and in this case we request for an offer letter. Offer letter takes 2 to 3 weeks. 2 to 3 weeks. So moving on, guys, I'm going to give a breakdown of what happens step by step to begin the process with us. So before I forget, thank you for being here up to this point. If you're here to this point, you're interested to know how it goes. So please like, share, and subscribe if you have not, because I'll be giving more updates on how it is going with us, okay? So as we move on, so as I had mentioned earlier, you submit your passport, CV, and ID to begin the process. Then this is where you pay the first installment, because this our process is not sponsored. You have to pay for your whole trip. You have to pay for your whole processing. So this is where you pay the first installment when you're beginning the process. Okay, so the first installment is 3,150 dirhams. If you're from Kenya, you can convert that in your currency to see how much it is, because the rate changes each day. If you're from Nigeria, if you're from Cameroon, if you're from South Africa, Uganda, Tanzania, Pakistan, if you're in Qatar, if you're in UAE, it's still the same, because our office is based in Dubai, so the amount, the processing fee is in Emirates dirham. So the first installment is 3,150, and with this amount we make a request for offer letter, which takes 1 to 2 weeks, and we also make a request for work permit, which takes 2 to 3 months to get ready, okay? So this amount you can also pay in the smallest installment possible for you if you don't have the money all at once, but your process will only go to the next step when the first installment is made fully. Even if you pay 1,000, as long as it gets to 3,150, that's when your process will begin, okay? So the second installment, you make a second installment when your work permit is out, and I've sent to you a covered copy to your WhatsApp or your email. Then you're going to make the second installment, and you're going to send us also your home address or work address where these documents are going to be sent to, because at the embassy you must appear with original documents. So when you make the second payment, the second installment, you're going to give home address where you're going to receive these documents. So once you receive your documents in hand, we are going to make the visa application online on the e-consulate app. That's where we submit your application, and the embassy accepts, and each day they are doing a draw. They are going to it's like a lottery. They're going to pick some few people who are going to, and they give them a specific date that they're going to go for the interviews. So until your name is picked, you can never go to the embassy. So we just register you and wait for the embassy to give the interview dates. So once the embassy gives the interview dates, that's when you pay the last installment, and we are going to orient you and prepare you on what questions to expect and what answers to give on specific questions. So that's how the 3 installments plan come in. So I'm going to post here on the side the payment breakdown and see how much you require for the process. Also to mention, the air ticket, embassy fee and travel insurance is not included on this amount. So the air ticket, I cannot give the price, how much you need for the air ticket, because you people are in different places. There are people who are in UAE, there are people who are in Pakistan, there are people who are in Kuwait, there are people who are in Qatar, there are people who are in Kenya, Nigeria, South Africa, Uganda. The air ticket price is different for all of you. So I cannot give a specific price, but for people who are in Kenya, let's say 80 to 100,000 will be enough for a round trip. Then the embassy fee is 80 euros, and travel insurance is 750 dirhams. So if you put all together this total, you'll know how much you need for all the process. Also, all this amount you pay before you travel, because it's not sponsored. So the 7,875 dirhams you pay to company account, you don't send to me. We have company account where you make the deposit through bank transfer or Western Union. And then the embassy fee, you go with it at the embassy as cash during the morning of your interview. Embassy fee, yes. Travel insurance, you have to purchase the travel insurance some few days before going to the embassy. That one you can pay from your end if you know how to purchase the travel insurance. But if you don't know how to purchase, you're just going to pay that money to company account and we'll help you to purchase the travel insurance. Then the air ticket, you're just going to have it in your account. When they grant you the visa, you're just going to pay your air ticket. Please note, our company does not have a refund policy. So once you get a rejection at the embassy, or you decide to stop the process at the middle, that you don't want to finish the process, the money is not refundable. Reason being, we promised documents and we gave the documents. The embassy gives the visa, we do not give the visa. I hope you're clear up to that point. But in case you get rejection, we are going to appeal for a first and second time, following the reason of the rejection they have given. So also, I had forgotten to mention that going into this process, you must have your passport with you. The people who want to do the process but their passports are with the employer, you must have your passport with you. Or if your passport is with the employer, they must allow you to have your passport for at least 2 to 3 weeks. So please note, you have to have your passport with you at hand for 2 to 3 weeks, because you have to leave your passport at the embassy so that they can put the visa sticker. So for more questions, guys, feel free to contact me on the comment section and I will answer to you. I will also try and write my email and phone number. If you have questions, you can reach out to me. And until next time, bye bye. Don't forget to like, subscribe and share. Until next time, bye bye.